Okay guys, so here's our RadYak57. We're doing a removable motor mount, so I wanted to show you guys how I'm tying all this together. Let's go ahead and first off, you have the motor mount, which will actually slide right out the front of the airplane. I've got a tab up here in the front. I've got this extended tube that ties the front of the fuse into the tube to lock it all in. There's going to be a plywood plate mounted right here that will tie the lower portion into the landing gear mount. I'll add a bolt up here, and then in front of the leading edge of the wing there's actually going to be a bolt right here through this tube to lock the motor mount into the tube. Out of the fuselage, I've actually taken the tube. These are the tube huggers that are supplied with the kit. I ran them all the way to the front. You can see here how I trimmed it. You can actually see the top of the carbon tube. Had to remove about 1/8 of an inch off the top of each top and bottom of these tube huggers in order to create this square center section to key it in, and this is all saturated with thin CA for strength. The wing as one piece will actually slide onto this, and of course that's exactly the shape of the inside of the wing, so I didn't actually have to modify anything in the center of the wing in order to do this. That's the way it normally fits. We just usually fill that all with glue. The next portion of this is that right here in the back there's actually going to be a small piece of 1/8 inch plywood. This piece will be glued in here with some triangle stock and have 2 bolts going down into a hardwood block, and this ties in the trailing edge of the wing to the fuselage, just increasing the amount of torsional rigidity. So the next portion of this, obviously this would have a motor hanging on it. You can see that the tube is actually sticking out beyond the leading edge of the wing. I'm actually going to plug this with a hardwood dowel so that this doesn't crush or anything while I'm putting the bolt through. You can see the tab up here on top. So this goes in, the wing actually sandwiches and locks the entire motor mount together. Tab slides right in nice and clean. Once again, bolt up here. Next thing that I have is right here on top, thanks to Zamfer, I'll have a nice big opening right here. 832 bolt, a little over 1.5 inches long. There's going to be 2 of these, one on top, one on bottom. They actually squeeze the wing together, squeezing the motor mount. Once again, pinned in the front, pinned up top, 2 pins here, 2 pins in the back holding the wing. And then of course this is going to have the plywood plate here that covers up the landing gear, and the landing gear bolts will have double purpose to hold the whole thing together. I hope you've liked this, and looking forward to seeing how it works.